女士们、先生们，欢迎参加上海纽约大学2019届本科生毕业典礼。让我们一起热烈欢迎2019届毕业生入场。
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to NYU Shanghai's 2019 Commencement Ceremony. Please join us in welcoming NYU Shanghai's graduating class of 2019.
女士们、先生们，接下来入场的是上海纽约大学的教授代表，让我们热烈欢迎。
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the faculty representatives of NYU Shanghai.
女士们、先生们，接下来入场的是主席台成员，包括上海纽约大学领导、纽约大学领导、学生代表、演讲嘉宾以及嘉宾代表，让我们热烈欢迎。
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the platform party, including the leadership of NYU Shanghai, New York University, student representatives, and our guest speakers and distinguished guests.
女士们、先生们，让我们以热烈的掌声，有请上海纽约大学校长于立中先生、常务副校长雷蒙先生，开启上海纽约大学2019届本科生毕业典礼。
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome NYU Shanghai's Chancellor Yu Li-zhong and Vice Chancellor Jeff Lehman to open the commencement of 2019.
各位同学、各位家长、来宾们、女士们、先生们，欢迎大家来到上海纽约大学2019届本科生毕业典礼的现场。
We are so happy to welcome everyone to these commencement ceremonies at which we recognize the 2019 graduates of NYU Shanghai.
请全体起立，奏中华人民共和国国歌。
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the national anthem of the United States of America.
请坐。
Please welcome the Provost of NYU Shanghai, Joanna Whaley Cohen.
Chancellor Yu, President Hamilton, Vice Chancellor Lehman, friends, colleagues, parents, ladies and gentlemen, salute with me our students of the class of 2019. Dear students, on behalf of the whole NYU Shanghai community, I offer you heartfelt congratulations. We live in a world of contradictions, both large and small. In Shanghai, in the space of a city block, you can stroll out of the past into the future, and you can see for yourself the evidence that China is simultaneously one of the world's most powerful economies, yet is still in some respects a developing nation. Around the world, politics is becoming more and more locally focused, and yet the globe is daily more interconnected. Some people are getting very much richer, while others are getting very much poorer. Inequalities are growing, not shrinking. The private and public spheres of life, which used to be clearly delineated, blend daily more and more into one another. Women are unprecedentedly prominent in public life, with almost a dozen female heads of states or prime minister. No less than 6 women are running for president in the United States, while the Me Too movement has seemed to mark some kind of turning point in this regard, and yet an extraordinary lack of respect for women has become increasingly both commonplace and highly visible. How contradictory this all is. What are we to make of all these contradictions and the many others that surround us every day? Opposites are often thought of as completely incompatible, polar opposites, but they are best understood as situated at the two ends of a single spectrum, along which one blends into the other, contains the seeds of the other, and may transform into its opposite, even as it also transforms it into something new. Contradiction also is all about dynamism and about the transience and changeability all around us. Many great thinkers have applied their minds to the phenomenon of contradiction in different ways, and I want to refer very briefly to just two of them, two people whose ideas in different ways have impacted your lives and I believe will continue to do so. As you will recall from GPS 4 years ago, the theorist and political leader Mao Zedong eloquently wrote in his famous essay on contradiction, Ma Dunlun, about the interdependence of opposites and how one cannot exist without the other. He described the contingency of contradictions, how contradictory phenomena may become compatible in certain contexts, and how something may indeed transform into its opposite and then transform back again or change into something else. This essay is, of course, one of the founding documents of the People's Republic of China. Like you, I read it in college, although I never took GPS. And I will say that the ideas it set forth have stayed with me ever since. Mao is a political theorizer first and a poet second, and I want to turn your attention now to someone who was a poet first and foremost and is not so often thought of as a theorist, but who coined the phrase negative capability for a concept that should by now be second nature to you. I am speaking of the English poet John Keats, who during his short life, he was not a lot older than you are now when he died, 25 years old, created so much of enduring value. Negative capability refers to a willingness to embrace uncertainty, to live with ambiguity, and to prefer the beauty of mystery to what he called irritable reaching after fact and reason. Keats said that this was, quote, the quality that went to form a man of achievement, for in those days people did not generally consider women to be likely to achieve much. Keats understood life to consist of a series of unanswered or only gradually answered questions, locked rooms to which the doors may or may not eventually open. And he clearly saw that the foundation of human joy and creativity in both the arts and the sciences lies in nurturing a sense of possibilities and open-mindedness. Keats's most celebrated poems, all written in 1819, 200 years ago this year, illustrate this exquisitely. In his Ode to Autumn, he describes that season of, as he famously put it, mists and mellow fruitfulness, as at once the pinnacle of ripeness and the beginning of decay. One is reminded here of the Chinese observation that at noon the sun begins to set. In Ode to a Nightingale, Keats contrasts his transcendent joy at hearing the nightingale's song with the sorrow of human grief and sickness, referring to his brother's death from tuberculosis, an illness which also claimed Keats himself a few years later. In Ode on Melancholy, he simultaneously celebrates and laments the fact that acute sadness and passionate happiness are two sides of the same coin, one producing the other, all indicative of the transience and change that surround us for better or for worse. Today marks the dreaded, yet much anticipated end of your 4 years at NYU Shanghai, at the same time as it marks the dreaded, but much anticipated, beginning of the next phase of your lives. Mao and Keats, those two seeming opposites, understood the joy and the sadness that you all feel today and that we feel with you. And they will go with you as we will, wherever you are and whatever you do. Congratulations, class of 2019. It is now my distinct honor to present to you Andrew Hamilton, the President of New York University.
Provost Whaley-Cohen, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, it is an enormous pleasure for me to be here this afternoon with all of you celebrating the achievements of the magnificent NYU Shanghai class of 2019. Now, my job this afternoon is twofold. Firstly, to bring greetings from all of NYU to you graduating students, but secondly, to be brief. And let's begin the work of the day. I would like now to ask all of the parents, families, and friends and colleagues on the stage to join me in congratulating our graduates for their achievements these past 4 years. Congratulations. And now graduates, you have not made it to this point on your own. You've had the love and the support of many. I'm now going to ask you to rise, to try to make eye contact with your loved ones, and to show your thanks to those who've helped you to this place. Okay, please take your seats again, graduates. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please, you will have to forgive me if you hear my voice has a little croak in it this afternoon, because we have now reached the very end of NYU's marathon commencement season. In the past 2 weeks, my wife Jenny, who is in the audience, who's here this afternoon as well, in these past 2 weeks, we have participated in graduation ceremonies for each of NYU's 18 schools and colleges located in New York City. We, of course, had the university-wide commencement ceremony in Yankee Stadium. And 3 days ago, we were in Abu Dhabi for the graduation of NYU Abu Dhabi students, and today we could not be more thrilled and relieved to be at our last event, the wonderful graduation ceremony here in NYU Shanghai. And let me say, nothing underscores NYU's global reach like my itinerary in May. But whether I am speaking to graduating classes from the College of Arts and Science, or the Myers College of Nursing, or the Tandon School of Engineering, or NYU Abu Dhabi, or NYU Shanghai, one thing remains the same. It is always an absolute thrill to look out and see a sea of violet gowns worn by all our graduates, and to think of the bright future that lies ahead for NYU's graduates, and especially today, NYU Shanghai graduates. Now, in my remarks at the university-wide ceremony this year, I spoke about NYU and the remarkable trajectory that it has been on over the past 50 years. I made particular reference to 1969, when NYU was primarily a regional, New York-based university that accepted close to 70% of its applicants. Today, NYU's student body is unmatched in its national and international diversity, and the acceptance rate for the whole university has now fallen to less than 16%. In metric after metric, NYU has been on an unparalleled upward march into the top tier of world universities. And just a glance at this past year and the honors that have been won by NYU students and faculty is a testament to that. This year, we have had a Nobel Prize won by, yes, Paul Romer, who was a founding faculty member of NYU Shanghai and was a beloved GPS professor in his time. Paul Romer won the Nobel Prize. We won a Turing, one of our faculty won a Turing Prize, which is the equivalent of the Nobel Prize in computer science. We had a Pulitzer Prize. We had an Academy Award this year for one of our faculty. Our students have won Rhodes Scholarships, Schwarzman Scholarships, and a record number of Fulbright Scholarships this year, truly demonstrating the talent that exists at NYU and rivals the talent of faculty and students of any university in the world. Now, as I look back at these past 5 decades of NYU's history, 3 qualities, 3 distinctive characteristics very much come to mind as critical in playing roles in that upward trajectory. And those 3 characteristics, I would say, are a willingness to take risks, number 1, an ambition, soaring ambition, number 2, and creativity, unbounded creativity, number 3. Risk-taking, ambition, creativity. And let's just look at one of those. Consider NYU's global presence, guided by the conviction that it is better to build bridges to the world rather than walls against it. NYU has created a groundbreaking network of sites and campuses across 6 continents. There was always a risk that that initiative would not succeed. But today, our global enterprise has allowed us to create new ways of teaching, learning, and researching across disciplines and especially across borders. And this global outreach has helped make NYU an undisputed leader in 21st century education. And nowhere is there better proof of that than here, NYU Shanghai. You have grown into one of the most exciting universities in China, with rigorous academics and unique blending of Chinese, American, and international cultures and traditions. A liberal arts curriculum that helps develop dynamic and well-rounded leaders. World-class faculty, many of whom are sitting behind me this afternoon, and top-notch research centers. NYU Shanghai is a remarkable place, and it contributes enormously, not just to wider NYU, but also to cultural understanding across the world. And at a time of division in the world, it is truly a tribute to those who had the original vision that led to NYU Shanghai. And I'm delighted that several of those individuals are on the stage today. And let me single out my predecessor, John Sexton, in the second row, whose vision to create NYU Shanghai. And he did not do this work alone. He has had wonderful government partners in the city of Shanghai and the district of Pudong. And we've had a special and a critical partner in East China Normal University. And I want to single out Chancellor Tong, who is a representative today from East China Normal University. We thank him and all of his colleagues. And let me also express my thanks to the leadership of NYU Shanghai, Chancellor Yu and Vice Chancellor Lehman, Provost Whaley Cohen, the faculty. They have done remarkable things these past 7 years. Now, I said earlier that a willingness to take risks, to have ambition and creativity were essential to NYU's successful trajectory. Well, class of 2019, I would argue that those 3 same qualities will also be essential for your own trajectory after you leave NYU Shanghai, the trajectory of your lives. Luckily, as NYU Shanghai students, you have had abundant opportunities to develop risk-taking, ambition, and creativity. You needed all 3 of those qualities to be admitted as students here, just as you needed all 3 of those qualities to succeed here. And you, every one of you, has succeeded brilliantly. And so, to the class of 2019, wherever on the globe your life takes you, whatever that next step in your career may be, do know that you take with you the warmest best wishes of my wife Jenny and of me, but you also take with you the congratulations of the entire NYU community. NYU Shanghai class of 2019, congratulations to you all. And now it's my very great pleasure to introduce a special person, a person who is critical to the success of wider NYU and who himself has been a great supporter of NYU Shanghai, and that is the chair of NYU's Board of Trustees, Bill Berkeley. Thank you. He is a 1966 graduate of NYU Stern School of Business. He's also the founder and chairman of W.R. Berkeley Corporation. And in addition to his outstanding leadership of NYU's board, he also serves as a member of the Stern School of Business Overseers and the NYU Langone Medical Center Board. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Bill Berkeley.
Thank you, Andy. Good afternoon to you all. I'm delighted to be here. As board chairman of NYU, I attend 3 commencements in 3 countries. I've made my way from New York to Abu Dhabi and now to Shanghai over the past week, fully experiencing the joy and the jet lag that comes from being a part of a truly global university. The Board of Trustees and I have watched the progress of NYU Shanghai with great pride. Over a decade ago, when we were first discussing the possibility of advancing the global network university, we believed that it was the best course for NYU, that it was a natural evolution from our university's past and a potentially transformative vision for its future. You are the proof that our instincts were right. Your achievements over the past 6 years have been remarkable, from highly competitive admissions to new research frontiers, to prestigious student awards, to an innovative curriculum for the 21st century. These accomplishments would not have been possible without the talent and hard work of NYU Shanghai's world-class faculty, administrators, and students, all under the outstanding leadership of Chancellor Yu and Vice Chancellor Lehman. These accomplishments were possible because the ongoing support of our partners here in China, most especially ECNU, but the government of the various parts of China have always stepped up, even in the most difficult times. As Andy mentioned, I'm an alumnus of NYU. Today, you sit on the cusp of becoming NYU alumni yourselves. You will join a community of over 500,000 fellow NYU graduates around the world. I hope that being a part of this unique and dynamic university will bring you as much gratification as it has brought me over the past half-century. You are outstanding, class of 2019. Be proud of what you've accomplished. The very best wishes from myself and all of the Board of Trustees of New York University. Congratulations.
And now, please welcome the Dean of Students of NYU Shanghai, Charlene Visconti, who will introduce the student speakers for 2019.
Hello, everyone. It is my honor to introduce to you today our student speakers, Chu Jayun and Anthony Camo. I had the pleasure of first getting to know Lindsay Chu when she was a sophomore serving as our student government president. A thankless job, to be sure, that requires focus, leadership, and very long hours. But she was a very able and optimistic representative of her class and was successful at building bridges and engaging the diverse members of our community. She has served on many other leadership roles on campus, including Orientation Ambassador, the Vice President of Youth League, and most recently, she successfully completed with a team of students in both the Unilever Future Leaders League and the L'Oreal Brand Storm competition. Lindsay graduates today with a degree in business and marketing and is going on to a consulting position at PwC. Anthony Camo came into my office the first month of his freshman year, a man on a mission. He had already garnered the support of faculty and staff and was ready to launch the International Criminal Court Student Network at NYU Shanghai. The network engaged and educated us in the issues of war, genocide, and international law. He was also a frequent contributor to our student newspaper on topics of local and international concern, and while he was a student, worked with NGOs in Cambodia and Buenos Aires. Anthony graduates today with a degree in social science with a concentration in political science, and not surprisingly, he will return to his hometown in New Hampshire to work on the upcoming local and national political campaigns. We all very much appreciate their many valuable and distinct contributions to our community. Lindsay will speak first. So now, please join me in giving an enthusiastic welcome to your student speakers.
President Hamilton, Chancellor Yu, Vice Chancellor Lehman, distinguished guests, families, friends, and our one and only NYU Shanghai Class of 2019. Davliden, Hola, Ciao, Bonjour, What's up? 大家好。毕业典礼到现在，想必大家已有一些疲惫，那么就让我们来用一道无奖竞答来放松一下。下面请听题。上海纽约大学2019届学生毕业典礼 Trivia Question 第一题，请问在我刚才的问候中有多少种不同的问候方式？3、2、1，答案是6种。我相信对于在座的各位来说，这一题应该是道送分题。在上纽经历了3年的学习和1年的 study away 之后，我们或多或少已掌握了多国语言。哪怕只是一句简单的你好，我们不再畏惧和外国人交流，哪怕只是比着手语，说着不利索的捷克语或是西班牙语。我们来自五湖四海，我们也去往世界各地。今天，我希望能与大家一起回顾这过去4年里我们一同走过的点点滴滴，回首我们与上纽共同创造的专属回忆。4年前，Make the world your major 对于我们来说是一个宏大的口号 ，Cosmopolitan 还是一个从未见过的单词，一个艰涩难懂，但在 GPS 复习中最不能忽略的概念。而如今，我们不仅对这些名词的意义烂熟于心，更践行了以天下为己任、以世界为课堂的决心和理念。我们和 DSS 一起前往贵州、柬埔寨。种植树木，搭建操场，帮助那里的学生、老师以及大自然。我们在 study away 期间在 NGO 实习，为当地小学开设英语课堂，为身处逆境的记者发声。我们是世界公民，带着上纽勇于开拓、兼容并包的精神，去往世界的各个角落。4 4年前 ，For Class 是我们每周 To Do List 上最令人头疼的一项作业，但也是我们增进学术交流的纽带。高文中想要一碗牛肉拉面，是我们的外籍室友学会的第一句难懂的中文，但也成了跨文化交流的纽带。殊不知一眨眼，我们已是 Vice Chancellor Lehman 所带的最后一届 GPS 学生，金桥宿舍的第一届主人也即将毕业。4 years ago, we 听不懂 what was taught in Elementary One Chinese or EAP. 4 years later, we have commanded Chinese and could talk fluently with 师傅 and 阿姨 and even ask 饿了么 guys, 您是在世纪大道这个门吗？ 4 years later, we have mastered video editing techniques and debating skills taught by Pandawa and Natali. We have made it through probably the most arduous 4 years in our life, but simultaneously, we've made huge accomplishments which can not only make ourselves but NYU Shanghai proud of. 从最强大脑到斯坦福南 Hennessy 学者，从贝恩杯全国决赛到联合利华全球商赛，我们在为自己的人生履历增添色彩的同时，也在用我们的努力让更多的人了解上纽，书写上纽的历史。4年的大学生涯终于来到了它的尾声，马上我们即将迎来人生全新篇章的启程。感谢上纽给我们的机遇与挑战，让我们体验到创造成功的喜悦和解决困难的艰辛。我们经历过变革与创新，我们与年轻的上纽一同成长，在不断试错的过程中实现自我的价值。感谢上纽赋予我们的勇气与信心，让我们一路开拓，一往无前。或许等我们再次回到上海，上纽已不再是666金桥宿舍外第6站6号线6号口的那幢高楼，但我相信，无论身在何时，上纽会是我们永远的家，为我们提供支持和鼓励，照亮前行的道路。无论身处何地，我们身上始终会带着上纽精神的烙印，不畏艰险，开创未来。希望在将来的日子里，当我们回首这4年，我们会忘掉学业的艰辛 ，shuttle bus 的人满为患，很辣的午饭长队。相反，我们仍会记得世纪大道上陪伴长夜的紫色灯光，金桥宿舍外欢声笑语的阿姨烤串和村夫烤鱼，和与我们共度4年青春相伴左右的同学、朋友和老师们。我相信，对于在座的同学们来说，这4年定会是我们目前人生中最精彩的4年。但我也相信，我们会延续这份精彩，将这所学校和这座城市的流光溢彩带到更远的彼方。Congratulations！ 祝贺2019届毕业生，祝愿我们毕业快乐，前程似锦。谢谢大家。
President Hamilton, Chancellor Yu, Vice Chancellor Lehman, respected faculty, distinguished guests, family members, friends, and fellow members of the class of 2019, welcome. 欢迎 bienvenidos, bienvenue, assalamu alaikum, dobra pojalovat. Ah yes, Shanghai. To the world, Shanghai is sleek skyscrapers next to crimson shukumen. But for us, Shanghai is your first bite of Jinqiao street food. Shanghai is the first laughs of orientation week. Shanghai is the first time you picked up your textbooks, and the first time you wanted to put them down forever. Shanghai is a place of inquiry, where we've asked questions like, what are the limits of patriotism? What is economic development? Is culture destiny? Can we fit 3 more people into this elevator? Was this electric outlet intended to function? 天哪，怎么又要考试了？ Who are all these new people? Shanghai is where we've danced, sang KTV, where we've laughed, cried, and gay or straight, Shanghai is where we've loved. All this, these places and moments of life have been our campus, in addition to our Century Ave academic building, for all its faults. On the first floor of the AB, there's a bronze-colored plaque. It's written in classical Chinese and tells the story of our founding. One line reads, "Today, when all the world is as a village, old things are ending one after another, and new things are beginning one by one. Those whom NYU Shanghai has educated, we hope that you will go on to become scholars for the world." I studied this plaque for my Chinese class once. And in that same class, my teacher explained a phrase I feel embodies our foundational spirit. 玉不琢不成器，人不学不知义. It means, if jade is not polished, it cannot become useful. If people do not study, they will not know their duty to others. For us, living out the values of a 21st century liberal arts education has meant polishing ourselves in and beyond the classroom. And NYU Shanghai's particular goal of global understanding has meant questioning the very idea of the other. We live at a time of seemingly mutually exclusive positions. Are you a patriot or a globalist? With us or against us? 你要这里吃还是打包? From the mundane, everyday why my, to the mind-boggling complexities of 5G and AI, this world is so full of potential. Yet the pace and uncertainty of change threatens us with instability. So easily, we forget that we come from a long line of ancestors. These ancestors face the same questions as we do. How do we give our lives meaning? What is a job, anyway? As time ticks on, by what measure could we say that NYU Shanghai students have been successful in meeting our institutional goals? There are many metrics we could adopt, but in the end, I say the most important of them all are donations from alumni. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. They're interpersonal connections. People. 人. Freshman and sophomore year, my Chinese roommate and I had these whiteboard posters stuck to our walls. Whenever we encountered an interesting word, I could learn in Chinese or he could in English, and sometimes the other way around. We wrote them down. By the end of 2 years, our walls were covered with complex concepts from sanguan, the devil's advocate, the banality of evil, to the more colloquial, thick, yas queen, liu liu liu, and 那就算了. These words came out of laughter, debate, even a pressure to defend some group or label we hold. And whether turning a tight corner on the shuttle bus, studying away, going out in Puxi, or ordering bubble tea, these little conversations reflect and represent our larger world. For all the frustration, we students are the evidence that engagement is worthwhile. We students navigate worlds and languages guided by our teachers of all kinds. 三人行，必有我师焉. As graduates sitting here today, we celebrate our accomplishments, but we also recognize the parents, professors, friends, supervisors, ayis, and aunties that have shaped us, whether with the gentle benevolence of Mengzi or the straightening board of the administration. Author David Mitchell once wrote that from womb to tomb we are bound to others, past and present, and with each crime and every kindness we birth our future. Now, ask any mother in the audience, and I bet she'll agree. Birthing our future is a lot to go through, especially with climate change and biotech advancements to boot. Historian Noah Harari warns us that in our era, our identities have the potential to be reduced to mere GPAs, megadata, that is, mined by powerful forces beyond our control. So yes, we are most certainly bound to others, and that we have learned at NYU Shanghai. But as young adults, we must also know and face ourselves. What do I do with the education that we've forged together? Anthony Appia reminds us that your community shapes you, you help shape others, you help shape yourself. So in this glowing city here today, I propose an ideal for us young graduates: to find a golden mean between the individual and the collective, to carve for, but also out of ourselves, a beautiful piece of jade, and to take the interpersonal connections of NYU Shanghai and let them guide us in becoming lifelong scholars for ourselves, our nations, and the world. Congratulations, class of 2019. We made it. Thank you. 感谢大家.
Dear graduates, family members, staff, faculty, distinguished guests, once a year, this is the third commencement at NYU Shanghai. Class of 2019 graduates are going to leave school, and will work or keeping study in various places to discover a world of new opportunities. First of all, I would like to extend my warm, sincere congratulations to you, graduates of class 2019. Congratulations. At this moment, as an older man who has accompanied you for 4 years, I'm getting emotional. I'm proud of the achievement you have obtained, and at the same time, I feel sentimental for your leaving. Actually, some words I really want to repeat is, we are making the history together. No matter in the past, at the present, or in the future. NYU Shanghai is an experimental of international cooperation on higher education in the era of globalization. It is a proactive exploration for education reform and innovation at the present. Whether it is successful, whether it has been achieved the expected goals, to answer these questions depend on you, our graduates, on your insights into life upon graduation, on your contributions to our society in the future. Although you are the third class of NYU Shanghai, to my point of view, you are also a group of pioneers. You are willing to take risks and explore possibilities, to study and live in a multicultural environment, and become a member of global community. Almost everyone was confronted with so many differences or difficulties and challenges. Some students has never left their home countries or even hometown when they came to study here. Most of you did not have the chance to get along with the schoolmates from diverse cultural backgrounds, to communicate with them on various topics. Most of you did not have such enriched learning experience until you came here. Study and living in a multicultural environment of NYU Shanghai, you have learned to deepen your understanding of the world, breaking down the cultural barriers, seeking common ground while resolving differences, building trust and cooperation. You have established profound friendships among each other and become the bond connecting China with the rest of the country, the rest of the world. Be encouraged, inspired, and guided by your professors. You have not only mastered the professional knowledge and skill, but also fostered academic integrity, independent thinking, and humanistic spirit. You have broadened your horizon, improved the ability to learn and to make choice, developed the global competence, and discovered the goal and the path in your life. You have made use of every chance to fit into the society, to explore and learn in practice, to proactive participant in various scientific research, internship, social service, and volunteer service. During this process, you have proved your talent, earned the honor, and enhanced your sense of responsibility and mission. Now it's the time to say goodbye to you, your college life. We all have mixed feeling. 4 years passed so fast. You may feel reluctant to leave your school and classmates, although we are even more reluctant to part with you. We know it is the right time to let go for you to find your way in the world. I believe that you will be remembered and missed by all the faculty and the staff and your junior schoolmates. We will miss you not only for your excellence, but also for your braveness in explore new possibilities and willingness in taking risk. By living upon your ideas and ambitions, you have embodied the concept, quality, and the standard of NYU Shanghai. Everyone has their own beliefs and values, and we hope all of you could lead your life with positive attitudes and share the responsibility to promote the advance and the continued development of human civilization. About 1 month ago in Boston and a few days ago in New York, I met quite a number of alumni of NYU Shanghai. Some of them are still studying their postgraduate programs. Some already graduated and find a job there. When they recorded their college life here, they felt emotional, and the memories were still vivid before their eyes. The global education they received here makes them more capable of handle various situations on the journey to realize their life values. And for all of you, I believe no matter where you will be and what job you take, you will continue to be part of NYU Shanghai's history and continue to create the glorious history of your own. Your experience of growth are the living cases for the transformation and the development of higher education. We are living in a rapidly changing world. The world needs a number of creative talents with global vision, who understand multicultural and who prefer and good at cross-cultural communication and cooperation. We wish you could carry forward NYU Shanghai's academic spirit of independent thinking, innovation, and creativity, as well as its cultural spirit of openness and inclusiveness. We expected that you could make contributions to the advance of human being and our society, to realize your value and shed your responsibility. Therefore, the value of NYU Shanghai's exploration will be recognized by more and more people. On behalf of NYU Shanghai, again, I would extend our warmest, sincere congratulations to class of 2019 graduates. I would also like to thank each and every parents for your high sense of recognition with our university and the full support of your kids. 谢谢各位家长，谢谢你们对孩子的支持，谢谢你们对上海纽约大学的支持，谢谢你们。Thank the faculty and the staff of NYU Shanghai for your devotions. Thank you for all the faculty and the staff. And also, I would like to take the opportunity for the partnership between NYU and the ECNU, and for the support of the Shanghai Municipal Government and the Shanghai Education Commission and the Pudong government for their support. You know, this morning we opened the groundbreaking of our new campus. This is a great support for the sustainable development of NYU Shanghai. So I would like to sincerely thank everyone, although they are not here. 我也想借这个机会感谢所有捐赠上海纽约大学的各位企业家和社会慈善人士，因为你们的支持，上海纽约大学有了可持续发展的能力，有了我们自己的造血能力。So I would like to take these opportunities. So thanks for all the donors for NYU Shanghai. Yes, we have someone here. I think my thanks to all who made the contribution to creating this unique university. Maybe I should say again, John Sexton, my grand friend. Whenever I saw him, I always remember maybe 7 years ago, when the first time I went to his office, and we talk about higher education in the new era. His words is always in my ear. He said, in this special age, higher education, a university, cannot only based on the one culture. It should be based on the multicultural. We should provide more opportunities for our young students to touch with a different culture and to get together with the students from the different cultural background, so they can learn how to communicate with each other, how to understanding different culture, and eventually work together. I think this is my Bible. It's always with me. I think NYU Shanghai is play very important role to help our students, to support our students, to understand the full world, to understand the diversity of the world. And then we can work together, united together, to create a peaceful, sustainable world in the future. Is it right? Thank you. Thank you for your understanding. This is the spirit of NYU Shanghai. Graduates, think back to 4 years ago. Do you still remember my best wish for you on your opening ceremony? Do you still remember? Here, I would like to repeat my words at this time. I hope all of you have a wonderful dream. to make every effort for your dreams and to connect your own dreams with the dream of the human being and the dream of the world. Today, I can say for certain that you already have beautiful dreams, and you will make every effort for your dream. And what I want to expand more for you is that you could connect your own dreams with the dreams of the human beings and the dream of the world. By doing that, you will make your own dream more meaningful and influential. Influential, that's right. 把你们个人的梦想和我们人类的梦想和世界的梦想连接在一起，你们每个人的梦想就会变得更加有意义，更加有影响，也会让我们上海纽约大学的梦会变得更有影响。Congratulations, Class of 2019！ 祝贺你们毕业了 ！Thank you, thank you.
Members of the class of 2019, today we all celebrate. We look back over your 4 years at NYU Shanghai with fondness, and we look ahead to the future with optimism. To be sure, for me, it is a wistful day. You are the last class of NYU Shanghai students to whom I taught global perspectives on society. After your class, I handed GPS over to Professors Corpus and Westlake, and I haven't taught it since. Some of you asked me whether it was something you did, whether you are the reason I quit, whether it's your fault. The honest answer is yes. After teaching GPS to your class, I realized I could never again study this material with such amazingly gifted students. The class was perfect. After you, it could only go downhill, so I just had to stop. I'm sure you all remember that during our last GPS class 2 months ago, we talked about Atul Gawande's book, Being Mortal. We talked about his message to doctors that their patients place much less value on just being alive than they do on living what he calls a life of worth and purpose. We talked about what such a life might involve. As it happens, a few weeks ago, the Journal of the American Medical Association published an essay by Tyler van der Velde with a very similar message, asking doctors to think not only about whether their patients are physically healthy, but rather about whether their patients are flourishing. After reading van der Velde's essay, I started to feel guilty, because during our discussion of being mortal, I kind of did the GPS thing. I suggested that the right answer to the question, what makes a life worthy, purposeful, and flourishing, is, it depends. I suggested that the answer is very different for each person. I started to feel guilty because, in reality, I know the answer. I know what you need to do in order to have flourishing lives of worth and purpose, and I didn't tell you. So I decided I'd tell you now. Here are the 8 things that you need to do to have flourishing lives of worth and purpose after you graduate today. First, Do not focus on whether you are meeting some other person's definition of success. Focus instead on whether you feel in your heart of hearts that you are lucky to be doing the variety of things that you are doing each day, each month, each year. Second, understand that worth and purpose and flourishing involve a mix of activity in 3 different domains: family relationships, other social and community relationships, and productive work for which you may or may not get paid. That mix will vary over the course of your life. In some phases, you will emphasize work, in others family, and in others community, but you will probably be happiest if you keep all 3 domains going at least a little bit at all times. Third, sustain the habits that you built up as students at NYU Shanghai, the habits that research shows will nourish your creativity. For example, keep hanging out with people whose first culture was different from your own. Keep visiting other countries at least once every 2 years. Keep reading tons of books, at least 6 each year, regardless of whether they're fiction or nonfiction, biography or fantasy. Keep on tasting the widest variety of experiences that you can. Protect time for yourself to feel bored, to do things that you're bad at, to do things that have no value for your resume. Fourth, understand that there are many perfectly good reasons to take a job or to stay with a job. It may pay you well in money or prestige. It may leave you feeling every day that you have helped someone to enjoy a better life. It may require you to use all of your skills. It may require to use the one skill that you most enjoy using. It may offer you colleagues who are exceptionally talented. It may offer you colleagues whose values you admire and who treat you with respect. It may be pleasurably all-consuming, or it may not be all-consuming at all. It may allow you to invest significant time each week in meaningful activities that have no relation to your work. Fifth, since no one job will have all of the virtues that I just listed, use your 5-year birthdays to think about whether you want to make a change. On your 25th, 30th, 35th, 40th birthdays, and on and on and on, spend the day thinking about what you want to do during the next 5 years. If you feel like you're flourishing, then you may well want to keep doing whatever you have been doing. But if you don't feel like you're flourishing, look around and consider whether you want to try something different. A full life involves adventure, in which you search, explore, solve problems, overcome challenges, invent, and create. Even though no one job can give you all those things, a series of jobs across a career certainly can. Sixth, be careful online because what you type lasts forever. Focus on the tone of your communications even more than you focus on their content. If you always use a tone that is 10% less confident than you really feel, it will protect your ability to change your mind in the future without looking like an idiot. Use emails and texts to persuade and not to vent. If you want to be angry or snarky or insulting, do it live and in person, face to face. Angry writing is guaranteed not to persuade, even if your logic is perfect. And as you all know, I think anonymous speech is one of the most destructive forces in our world today, so please don't indulge in it. Seventh, speaking of online, Don't count followers or likes, and don't worry about your ratio of followers to likes. Those are statistics about a large universe that jumbles together people who care about you and people who don't. Instead, identify 2 or 5 or 10 people whom you respect and whom you are absolutely certain care for you. Spend quality time with them, tune out the noise and listen to them. Ask them what they think of your ideas or your pictures. They are the only ones who should matter to your sense of self. 8th, when you make a mistake, when you fail in front of others, don't beat yourself up about it. Everybody fails from time to time. When it happens, get back up, dust yourself off, ask forgiveness if your mess up hurt somebody else, and move ahead. That's it. And now, members of the NYU Shanghai class of 2019, as you embark on your flourishing lives of worth and purpose, lives of service to a world that desperately needs you, let me conclude by sharing a few hopes that we, your teachers, hold for you. May you enjoy the special pleasures of craft, the private satisfaction of doing a task as well as it can be done. May you enjoy the special pleasures of profession, the added satisfaction of knowing that your efforts promote a larger public good. May you be blessed with good luck and also with the wisdom to appreciate when you've been lucky rather than skillful. May you find ways to help others under circumstances where they cannot possibly know that you have done so. May you be patient and gentle and tolerant without becoming smug, self-satisfied, or arrogant. May you always be able to confess ignorance and doubt and vulnerability and uncertainty. May you build long and loving relationships with people whom you respect. May you know enough bad weather that you never take sunshine for granted, and enough good weather that your faith in the coming of spring is never shaken. May you continue to travel frequently beyond the places that are comfortable and familiar, so that your appreciation for the miraculous diversity of life grows ever stronger. And may your steps lead you often back to Shanghai, back to Pudong, for you will always be members of the NYU Shanghai family. And even after we've moved our campus to Qiantan, we will always be happy to welcome you home. Congratulations. Now it is time for the awarding of the Chancellor's Medal of Honor. This medal recognizes the unique role and achievements of a person whose actions exemplify the many values that our university cherishes. On behalf of NYU Shanghai, Yu Lijong and I are proud to present the Chancellor's Medal of Honor this year to Yu Yu. Peggy Yu is, wait a minute, I need to say a few words. Don't rush this. Peggy Yu is one of the most inspiring business leaders that I have had the pleasure of getting to know during my time in China. She pioneered e-commerce in China when she co-founded Dangdang and invented the cash-on-delivery model for online purchases. She proved herself a master of finance when she took Dangdang public in 2010 and took it private in 2016. And she proved herself a master of business strategy when she proved that Dangdang could remain hugely profitable and continue to grow in a world where popular attention is focused on the supergiants. Her endurance is exemplified by the fact that the Wall Street Journal in 2006 named her one of the 10 most influential businesswomen in Asia, and China Entrepreneur magazine in 2018 named her one of the 10 top women CEOs in China during the past decade. But Peggy is so much more than just a successful businesswoman. She is an exceptionally well-read and broad thinker. She appreciates the importance of theater as a vehicle for nurturing cosmopolitan values. Peggy earned her MBA at the NYU Stern School of Business in 1992, and she has been a proud advocate for NYU Shanghai ever since we opened our doors. She is a most worthy recipient of the Chancellor's Medal of Honor.
Thank you. I'm deeply honored. Chancellor Yu, Vice Chancellor Lehman, President Hamilton, Chairman Berkeley, members of the board, faculty, alumni, friends, proud parents, and the graduates of our great school, NYU Shanghai. Congratulations to all 270 students in the 2019 class. 谢谢，我今天非常荣幸得到这个奖章。尊敬的于校长、Lehman 校长、Hamilton 校长、Berkeley 理事长、各位理事，各位老师、学友朋友，骄傲的家长们和我们牛掰的上纽大2019毕业班的同学，恭喜你们今天毕业了！恭喜2019同学们！ 2019 is a very special year for you because you are graduating, but also because it is a year full of important anniversaries in China and the rest of the world. 2019是一个特殊的年份，这是我们这届同学毕业的年份。2019更是中西文化 各自100年交汇的纪念年份。2019 marked the 500-year anniversary of the European Renaissance. Remember Leonardo da Vinci. Da Vinci spent his last years in Amboise in central France, where the king gave him a chateau and told him, "Here, Leonardo, you will be free to dream, to think, and to work." Leonardo died at Amboise in May 1519, almost 500 years to this day. French President Macron held a ceremony there 2 weeks ago to pay respect to this great Renaissance giant. 2019 also marks the 100-year anniversary of May 4th Youth Movement here in China. 100 years ago, we began to use vernacular writing, 白话文, and we started to embrace contemporary education. 今年呢是2019年，是欧洲文艺复兴500周年。 大家都记得达芬奇吧？达芬奇最后的岁月是在法国中部卢瓦尔河谷 Amboise 度过的。当时的国王给了达芬奇一个城堡，国王告诉他：“达芬奇，你享有自由，自由的去梦想，自由的去工作。” 1519年，达芬奇就是500年前。 达芬奇在 Amboise 去世，法国总理马克龙大约2周之前主持了一个纪念仪式，向这位文艺复兴的巨匠致敬。2019年是我们中国五四青年运动100周年。100年前， 我们开启了白话文的写作。100年前，中国开始了现代教育的进程。Then in 1978, about 40 years ago, China's great leader Deng Xiaoping initiated the open door policy. A few years after that door was opened, I went through it and set my foot in America. I started in Oregon, then Ohio, before I finally made it to NYU. When I graduated from the Stern School in 1992, I had an MBA and I had gained some sensibility. But my friends at NYU used to tell me, Peggy, you are too shy and too nice to survive New York. Yes, I was a bit shy and I was poor, but I was also resilient and very patient. 大概40年前，伟大的中国领导人邓小平开启了我国的开放。几年之后，通过那扇开放的大门，我去了美国，从俄勒冈到俄亥俄，最终我去到了纽约大学。1992年，我从 Stern 毕业的时候，兜里有了个 MBA， 也找到了一些感觉。我在纽约大学的同学经常说：“哎呀 ，Peggy 呀，你人太好，但是呢太面。你在纽约根本生存不下去。”的确，我当时有点拧巴，口袋里很穷，但是我非常有耐心，我一直坚持。Decades have passed, and not only did I survive New York, I also built up Dangdang, a solid e-commerce company in China, and I raised a family. All of you who are graduating here today have had, like Leonardo da Vinci, the freedom to think and to dream. Now you have an NYU Shanghai diploma under your belt. This is a great asset, and I wish all of you to utilize it to the fullest potential. 几十年过去了，我不仅在纽约生存得很好，我在中国创业，我领导着当当网，我们是一家受人尊重的电商公司，我还抚养了个家庭。今天所有这里毕业班的同学，你们与当年达芬奇一样，你们享有自由，思考的自由，追梦的自由。上纽大的学位是你的资产，是你的财富。我希望你们能把这个财富最大化的使用。As your fellow alumni, an entrepreneur, and a mother with a college kid about your age, I would like to share a few thoughts of mine with all of you at this very special moment. Unlike Jeff Lehman, he had, I counted, 8 points of advice, and I only have one. Life is a long-distance run. Please take your time and do not rush. There's an English expression that says, youth is wasted on the young. But in my mind, youth is meant to be wasted by the young. So go ahead and waste your youth on meaningful things. Spend time wandering around, reading, observing, accumulating knowledge and capabilities. Allow yourself to be confused and allow yourself to make mistakes. I am prone to almost all mistakes in my life. And I benefit more from mistakes than my success. Mistakes make me think deeper and act faster. 我是大家的校友、学长、企业家和一个母亲。我的孩子在大学念书，年龄跟你们相仿。在今天这个特殊的时刻呢，我想和你们分享一些我的看法。刚才利曼校长，我仔细数了数，好像有8点到9点建议给到大家，我仅仅只有1点。生活是长跑，请慢慢来，不要着急。英文有一句话我并翻译不好，用我自己的话就是说 青春是用来浪费的。走出去，去浪费你们的青春，把青春浪费在有意思的事情上，去兜兜转转，去阅读，去观察，去积累知识，去积累能力，允许你自己彷徨，也允许你自己犯错。人生能犯的错，我差不多全都犯过。错误会比成功让我自己更受益，因为错误会让我深入思考，快速行动。I read a poem on WeChat a few months ago. It went like this. New York is 3 hours ahead of California, but it does not make California slow. Someone graduated at the age of 22, but waited 5 years before securing a good job. Someone becomes CEO at 25 and died at 50. Obama retires at 55, but Trump starts at 70. Even Trump started his presidency at the age of 70. He is still an impactful president for both good and bad. 我几个月前呢，在微信上看到一首诗，它大概这么样讲：在时间上，纽约走在加州前面3个小时，但是加州并没有更慢。有人22岁就毕业了，但等了5年才找到好工作；有人25岁做上了 CEO， 却在50岁去世。奥巴马55岁退任总统，但特朗普70岁才打卡。尽管特朗普70岁才就任总统，但他依旧是有一个冲击力的总统。好坏我不评论。While I say youth is to be wasted, please remember, waste your youth. Do not waste your time. Don't take so many selfies. Use your eyes as camera to take in and process what you see with your brain. Live a life and don't bother to record a life. Your memoirs can wait a few decades to be written up by itself. 尽管我说青春是用来浪费的，请你一定记住，浪费你的青春，但是不要浪费你的时间。少照点自拍，把你的眼睛当成相机，用你的双眼去观察，用你的大脑去思考你的观察。去生活，别忙着记录生活。你的人生传记可以等好几十年慢慢写，你的人生传记也许会自生成。Youth is your passport. Issue yourself visas to different destinations all over the world, mentally or physically. Go out to explore, to learn and to enjoy. Eventually, you will process and benefit what you have gained along the journey. Have a happy life and be at service to your family, friends, and the community. 青春是你的护照，签证需要你们自己各位签发，无论是脑海中还是现实里，请签发你自己全网各地的签证。走出去，丈量世界，探索未知，最终你的人生旅途会意义非凡。我希望大家的人生能是愉悦自己，服务他人。谢谢。
谢谢于女士的精彩演讲。下面我们要请出各位院长来宣布我们的学位授予。
This is the moment that we have all been waiting for, the time to present the candidates for degrees. It is our honor to introduce the deans who will be presenting the candidates for degrees. Professor Maria Montoya, Dean of Arts and Sciences, Professor Chun Yu-shin, Dean of Business, and Professor Keith Ross, Dean of Engineering, Computer Science, and Data Science. They will be presenting and introducing the candidates for the bachelor's degrees.
Okay, we ready? Chancellor Yu, Vice Chancellor Lehman, Provost Whaley Cohen, President Hamilton, I am pleased to present to you the 138 candidates for bachelor degrees in arts and sciences. Justin Amohafa. Callum David Amore. Jade Jin Bazinski. Savannah Billman. Miki Bin Shui. Krista Bolton. Sarah Brust. Angelica Castro Mendoza. Luke Chen. Chen Ji Yu. Chung Rong Shin. Chanel Chua. Orania Carissa De Angelis. Anthony Michael Camo. Emerald Do Chingy. Alicia Ermolova. Claudia Zaluk. Francie Van. Beryl Bennett Dunlop. Fan Chi Hong. Ashley M. Friedland. Gao Yang. Aurelia Vanelli Garces. Cherry Ge Chingyan. Kristen Monique Glinton. Gong Ru Ming. Sabrina Lauren Lou Goodman. Xiaoying Guo. Guo Yun Xiu. Benjamin C. Haller. Peter Amin Hanan. Brian Ho. Nok Min Tri Huan. Sam Jinghao Hu. Hu Wen Qian. Yun Ling Hu. Frederick Wang Jiaqian. Wang Shi. Ryberth Wang. Jiang Ji Yu. Safia Karipa. Sylvanus Kasura. Alicia Hudram. Ho Bin Kim. Ooh, yeah, it's all look. Ko Lee. Conrad Krufchek. Sabrina Lok Yi Ku. Amy Lamb. Linda Laura Laszlo. Jean Legalcher Barron. Camille Lejandre. Honey Asra Lira. Look out there. Catherine Lee. Mung Mung Lee. Li Xiaoying. Li Yilun. Li Yuqing. Zeyao Li. Ling Zhongling. Orsholia Shona Lydiard. Ray Lin. Louis Tianwei Liu. Jirwei Liu. Kyle Lowe. Andre Lucas. Lu Xiao Yue. Sidra Manzoor. Mao Zhe Xuan. Lily Wong Mark. Meng Jing Lan. Eric Morales. Dominic Giovanni Nardone. Gabriella Naumnick. Ni Ye Bing. Lisbeth Pantoja. Micah Pruitt. Ren Yishin. John Rhodes. Hannah Rinderknecht Mahaffey. Tyler N. Roman. Amira Sabadovich. Danielle Sanger. Agnes Catherine Saludades Santiano. Jackson Sayama. Shun Yi Yang. Samantha Liza Scheer. Wenlan Scheer. Scheer Yufeng. Sadicha Shrestha. Yonchu Rudy Song. Nicole Renee Stevenson. Andreas Alexander Mueller Strangard. Su Zhe. April Sun. Bradford Morimura Sunderland. Royun Tan. Tang Jirhan, sorry. Jiza Jason Tao. Serena Hui. You're welcome. Joy Wong Bei. Okay, good. Jingyi Wang. Tarim Walker. Millicent Wong. Wu Kai Wen. Zhe Jiaqi. Xiang Chen. Jesse Shiji. Xinyi Xu. Xu Yaming. Kelly Yan. Zhao Kaishuan. Anthony Yanchuk. Sean Yang Shuyuan. Miguel Boy. Zhang Cher. Cassie Zhang Kahang. Zhao Jin Yu. Shirley Zhao Shuihan. Zhao Zhiyu. Zhao Zhiyuan. Lan Azur Zhang. Zhao Menyang. Zhi Jiayu. Jingtian Zhang. Gong. You switching? Okay, great.
Chancellor Yu, Vice Chancellor Lehman, Provost Willie Cohen, and President Hamilton. I'm pleased to present to you the 81 candidates for bachelor degrees in business. Bai Xiao, Chen Yan, Vicky Chen Ye, Chen Yijie, Ashan Burman Derabia, Dong Shuting, Jiang Zhe, Zhang Yujing, Sherry Huang Mingxuan, Ava Hu, Ken Hu Haotian, Hou Jiayan, Emily Hancock, Zainab Rubab Haider, Lina Ha, Stan Gao Si-yan, Carlo Gabriel, Dylan Mark Fournier, Jin Ping, Andrew David Jocelyn, Catherine Kim, Rachel Yongjin Kim, Suhan Katie Lee, Li Chenhao, Li Guojiao, Li Kaiyi, Li Tongzhou, Li Xiangyu, Sally Chun-Ah Lee, Henry Liu, Liu Kun, Liu Yihui, Helena Lin Ma, Ma Penli, Yuliang Micha, Xinjian Patel, Lindsay Chu Jiayun, Victoria Russo, Ibrahim Saeed, Sylvia Sang Huiyan, Maria Skilevich, Tang Yikai, Daniel Terakov, William Thompson, Elizabeth Tipping, Tu Jiayue, 万纯奇、Malika Wang、Amber 王延斌、王雅琪、王一、王一彤、王颖强、王子浩、文静、钱欣怡、Bridget Lee Williams、吴雨诗、严肃、杨小涵、杨烟波、尤瑶、Alvin 张、Jennifer 张金怡、万雨晴、赵继彤、赵婉晨、James 郑杰忠、周怡锦、周于新、朱君涵、朱衍玉、Vivian 朱、左汉成、Frederick Wiedemann、王文涛、
Chancellor Yu, Vice Chancellor Lehman, Provost Whaley Cohen, and President Hamilton, I'm pleased to present to you the 51 candidates for bachelor's degrees in engineering, computer science, and data science. Mohammed Hamis Rahman Abbasi. Puwei Bao. Jose Ricardo Chacan Rodriguez. Zhang Hao Chen. Ming Hao Che. Cho Feng. Sean Conies. Luca Conti. Matthew Couch. Michael B. Dinko. Artem Dajenko. Yuyuan Fan. Yixin Guan. Jia Beihan. Andrew M. Huang. Qi Huang. Huang Xincheng. Sky M. Peng Si Han. Ho Yong Jun. Laura Lohosky. Kevin Lee. Abdullah Mobeen. Liu Yitao. Lulu. ZJ Lu Zijie. Yi Zhenluo. Qiu Yiqin. Robert M. Prast. Roberto Noel. Kevin Orellana. Shikar Sakuja. Mudarsa Sharif. Swin Yang. Virgil Tataru. Jared Vandervoort. Wang Weining. Sarah Rose Wardles. Kalkidan Fikadu. Lu Zijia. Wu Yuxin. Xu Handong. Ke Fan Xu. Xu Kewei. Bozen Burson Yang. Yunrei Zhang. Zhang Zhenghan. Halbinor Bagatizi Zuman.
上海纽约大学2019届学生，你们顺利完成了上海纽约大学本科专业培养计划，经校学位委员会审议，授予你们学士学位。
Members of the class of 2019, would you now all please stand? Members of the class of 2019, through your successful efforts, as certified by the recommendations of your Chancellor and Vice-Chancellor, you deserve this hallmark of New York University. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the trustees, I now admit you to the degrees for which you have been recommended. It is now official. You are NYU Shanghai graduates. Graduates, you have now joined the ranks of NYU alumni who since 1831 have shared their knowledge and used their talents to benefit humanity. I would now like you to move your tassels from the right side to the left side. Class of 2019, congratulations!
Since the year, you can sit down. Since the year 1911, New York University has embraced as its symbol of intellectual illumination the NYU torch. Our first class of graduates, the class of 2017, designed a special torch for NYU Shanghai. Reflecting our special double identity, the NYU Shanghai torch incorporates elements of the New York University torch together with elements from China's cultural heritage. The NYU commencement ceremonies in New York have, since 1938, featured a special moment when the NYU torch is passed from one member of the community to another, and we have incorporated such a moment in our own ceremonies as well. A member of the graduating class passes the NYU Shanghai torch to a member of the next class, reflecting the passing of their legacy of leadership to the students who will succeed them as seniors next year. I now call upon Liu Tianwei from the class of 2019 to pass the NYU Shanghai torch to Bishka Zareen Chand from the class of 2020. And now it is time for the singing of the NYU Shanghai alma mater. This memorable song was composed by Jeremy Hissong, Runjong Joyce Tan, and Professor Diana Heldman to celebrate our special cross-cultural identity. You will find the lyrics at page 44 in your commencement program. We will be led in the alma mater by the NYU Shanghai Chorale under the direction of Professor Wang Jie.
上海纽约大学2019届本科生毕业典礼到此结束，谢谢大家。
This concludes the NYU Shanghai 2019 commencement ceremonies. Thank you all for joining us on this historic occasion.
女士们、先生们，感谢您的参与。请毕业生和主席台成员先行退场。请将耳机归还到音乐厅外的耳机领取处。非常感谢。
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your participation in NYU Shanghai's 2019 commencement. Please remain in your seats until the graduates and the platform party have left the hall. And do remember to return the handsets where you picked them up in the lobby. Thank you.